Hello and welcome to The Last Natufian. This is part 3 in my new series about the pillars at Göbekli Tepe. In the first video, we did an overview on how I discovered how to read the pillars. And in the second video, we did the A enclosure with the pillars of the A enclosure. Today, we're going to do the B enclosure and all the pillars in B. So starting off with the pillar rules to remind you, there are no people on any of the pillars. There are no places. They don't give away their settlements. The terrain is on the faces. That's what they chiseled in there. And the rivers are on the edges of the pillars. So starting with B6, I gotta admit, I do not know what this is, but it follows the rules right there. We've got water, we've got river, we've got a salamander and a snake. So we're going to move to pillars 9 and 10, B9 and B10. And these consist of foxes. There's one pointed to the left that we hadn't seen before. We have seen one pointed to the right in the last video. And in the last video, we had a bird, the fox, and a bull. So here we have the fox pointed the other direction. So finding this fox was a little challenging, but not too bad. And I was assisted by this porthole stone. And on the stone, you've got the two foxes. So there's one on the right, one on the left here, and then you've got the bull in the middle and this square structure in the middle. And in looking at the topographical map, Haran does have a rectangular flat plain and the river's coming out of it. But Sarak here is much more square, and that's going to come into play on this pillar right now. So first off, how to find it. And we know where that fox is. We found that last time, right? So here's the bull. If you remember, that's that strong horn right there. There's the head of the bull. Here's the other horn of the bull. Here is the bird, right? And so the fox was right above it, right here. So the tail goes all the way to here, comes over to the head. Here are the front legs. Here are the back legs by Aleppo. So if the bull's up here, then that's one fox there. I did allude to where this other fox is, right? And that would be on the left-hand side here and by Haran. And let me take a picture of that and draw it for you. So the fox, it's kind of clever. It comes through here. Here are the back legs right here. Here's the tail. All right, comes through here. Here's the front legs. There you go. And there you go, down the back side right there. And there's the tail. All right, so this would be the mouth and the eye. Sorry, I'm not a good artist. And now they did the legs the correct way of the animal, but they knew what they were talking about when they were referring to the fox. You know, let me clean this up a little bit here. So it looks a little better. And as you can see, it's a little trim like that. There we go. And there's your fox mouth and the eyeball. Okay, and over in here was the sheep. So the sheep is a different set of mountains right here. So that's the right fox. All right. So the fox itself, we talked about that in the first video. It shows up on this pillar here in the middle. And notice that it's backwards. All right. And when we get to that pillar, this is D18. Notice how the fox is not going forward. It's backwards. And there is a big reason for that. I'll tell you right now. The comet strike landed right here. As you can see, until Abu Huraira. Sorry, but it's right here, and they dammed Lake Assad over it, and we talked about that before. Well, with the last couple videos that we just talked about, here's the left fox right here. So that comet came in, landed here, wiped out this village, but it also did a lot more damage through here, right through the tail of the fox. The tail is right there. Okay, so that's further proof of what they were doing to the pillars and how I'm reading them. So we're going to move on to the next. I'll see you on the next video, okay? But that was for the B pillars for right now. So we'll see you on the next one.